This is JB from within Punk Scene. I'm sitting here with one and only Max Cavalera. How's it going, brother?
I'm good, man. Thank you.
Yeah, so this tour is following up from what you guys did kind of last year. You did the whole thing with the Roots tour, so now you're bringing it back to Nailbomb, but it's only exclusive shows. So
Yeah.
what made you decide to do that, like only certain venues and stuff?
Yeah, well, we did it last year. We kept it really underground kind of format. Last year we had Cannabis Corpse and Noisem and Lodi Kong. We're on Harm's Way. It's like a smaller format, more underground,
Yeah.
smaller venues, which is fun because Nailbomb, it is underground, it was great. We never made a big deal out of Nailbomb, it was always kind of like, I was like a secret cult or society
Yeah.
type thing, conspiracy
Yeah.
kind of band, project, but we decided to do it again because we had so much fun. It was just fun, man. The record's killer. I love playing those songs. It's perfect for live.
Yeah.
There's so much punk metal energy.
Yeah.
I mean, with the industrial thing, it's just awesome. And we decided to do one more run, man, and do a lot of Canadian shows on this run. And we got Today's the Day, which is like a legendary,
Yeah.
punk metal band. And we got newcomers, and Cured and Lodi Kong again, and it's, just having fun. The shows have been so much fun. They're all small, sold out, crazy,
Yeah.
like punk environment. Everybody losing their shit.
So barriers or no barriers?
I don't know. I haven't been
Yeah.
inside yet, no. But a lot of it didn't have anything. It was just like security guys
Yeah,
trying
yeah.
as much as they could to hold the people back. And people falling on my pedals.
Yeah.
It was fun. I love that.
Nice. And of course, you're touring with Cannibal Corpse. I mean, we're talking '95, so that's like back then. It was like Death and Death Angel and everything. So that's bringing it back to those old school metal roots. So
Yeah, it's fun. I mean, like I think a lot of I noticed yesterday we played Quebec City. The audience was really mixed, but there was a lot of like older guys on the audience, like 40 years, and a lot of young kids too that weren't even born when
Yeah.
Nailbomb was made. Nailbomb was made like around '94.
Yeah.
I think it was around '94 if I'm not mistaken. But it's like 25 years old, man.
Yeah.
But still relevant, still cool. People still love it.
Yeah.
Young kids love it because they weren't around when it came out, but they discover and they know what it is and they understand and
Yeah.
they love it. And all we were trying to do was really, me and Alex were like, I come from Sepultura background,
Yeah.
death metal,
Yeah.
hardcore. Alex more like Fletch Turner was like into the whole Steve Albini stuff, Big Black and all that. And we got together and we're hoping we were hoping Nine Inch Nails would be heavier or Ministry would be heavier. So we just did it our own.
Yeah.
Like, well, let's not wait for them to get heavier. Let's just do ourselves.
Yeah.
And make a version of that.
Yeah.
Which pretty much was how Nailbomb was pretty much like invented, was with that kind of mentality. Alex got really good at the samplers.
yeah.
So he learned that to be awesome, like patterns and
Yeah.
beats and noises and stuff. And we just did the whole record like that, which was a lot of fun. And bring it back to live now, 25 years later, it's even more fun.
Yeah, back then I remember my friends started sampling, like going around sampling everything under the sun, but it was all Cubase back then. So do you think it's easier now to create something like that because of the invention of Pro Tools and everything?
It's easier, but it's not as authentic. I mean, like if you want to get the real thing, I think it's better to make a sampler yourself. Like if you want to, hear something like bang, like we used like we had an old washing machine that Gloria was in music. Like we asked her, can we beat just shit out of this thing? So, yeah, go ahead, and we put the mic right there and bang it. You can get that sound of the internet, but it's not as cool. I don't know. There's something about it, making it the real sampler like that. That's more authentic, more original, But it is definitely easier. I mean, you can go on YouTube and get all kinds of sounds on it, everything you want it, I mean, it's definitely easier. But I don't think it's more fun. I think it's more fun to do it yourself.
Yeah. And I heard rumors that you guys have the original banner from the Dynamo film.
We do.
With the big game.
I think we're able to up because it's kind of a little bit big. All the places were so small. There's no room for backdrop, you know.
Nice.
But now we can use it, so it's gonna be cool.
And
KKK guy with guitar.
Yeah.
You know, like, we played the South America, you know, in the southern where KKK and all that shit's from.
Yeah.
We put it up. You know, it was cool to get a reaction of those assholes, you know.
Yeah, I was going to ask that because the whole thing with the way that America is now, and you know, we have a president that's kind of like that and kind of openly supports it and doesn't say anything about any kind of the riots or anything against it, right?
I know, it's a mess. You know, I mean, I think like the Nailbomb record now is more relevant than it was when it was written. Mm-hmm. It was written during the Bush era, right? So we were just expressing everything that we hate, you know. So like the record has songs against, you know, TV censorship, hard drugs, war, you know. But if you put it in the context of today, the record it makes more sense today than it did when we first did it. You know, it sounds like 24-hour bullshit, a world of shit, religious cancer, blind and lost, especially like blind and lost. That's Trump and all the people following, you know, like all blind and all lost, you know. So it's cool that we can play something old, but it makes sense right now. It's just kind of crazy, like how just how the world went to shit in the last 20 years, you know.
Yeah.
So I mean, I think it's cool. Like that's why punk metal exists for that kind of stuff anyway. Actually, I always believe in bad government times. There was always good music. You know, in '77, like all the punk stuff came out. You know, and the Reagan era had great hardcore at that time. You know, so you know, bad government, good music.
Yeah,
it's kind of like what
especially
happens.
with the DC movement and everything. There's a lot of great stuff that's coming up. Yeah. The question I have is there any kind of relevance today? It's obviously St. Patrick's Day. A lot of people celebrate for a lot of weird reasons. People don't really know the history behind it. To me, it's kind of oppressive because it is the fall of paganism to Christianity, and everybody celebrates that as Christianity. So is there any kind of relevance to just where you guys planned it out and where you planned, or is it just kind of how it fell in place?
Just happened to be, I didn't even know until you mentioned it, you know, like I don't even know what it's about. I mean, on tour, everything is a blur. Yeah. Every day becomes a Friday, you know?
Nice.
So, but yeah, I mean, I don't know, like a lot of this, you know, like, we don't pay much attention to that, you know, like, but I hear you what you're saying, you know, like a lot of the commercial is on these holidays. It's insane, you know, what they do, like on Christmas.
Yeah.
Columbus Day, I think that's the crazy one, you know. It's like they eat murder and kill all those people and we celebrate, you know, why don't we have Hitler Day?
Yeah, it's messed up, man. So, talk about the gear. You started out with a Warlock, which was BC Rich, and you got that up at USB, and you started the own thing that you had. You created as the prototype. Now you have different versions of it in the signature series.
Yeah, I love what I'm playing now, the Reaper RPR. I created that last year, and it's been great, man. I love the shape of it. It's like a mix of a Warlock and it's just badass. I mean, the camouflage, you know. I think it's like my favorite ESP. I love the DC Rich, but I think ESP to me is a better company overall. They just, you know, they really know how to make good guitars. They're just awesome. It's a good company.
And of course, it's 4 strings because you never went back to those other 2 strings.
Right. I still don't use them. You know, I have Mark Rizzo for that.
Nice. So coming back to Nailbomb, it's with Soulfly, so that's interesting. So it's just because the energy that you guys have had over so many years. I think you guys now pushing 20 years, you know.
Yeah, I mean it was like to me, it was intriguing, the idea of having the power and the weight of a band like Soulfly playing the stuff like Point Blank was like a challenge, but also like intriguing. And we had Gloria got in touch with Alex, and he sent her all the DAT tapes with all the samplers. So we got all the original samplers from the recordings, which is killer. So my son Igor is doing Alex's vocals and playing samplers. So we still got the industrial sounds on it, but we performed them a little bit different from the album, so it fits more live. You know, it's like a real band playing. You know, and a lot of those songs that were electronic, actually, I think they sound cooler as a band. Like World of Shit, Religious Cancer, they just sound great like a band. Like just rocking out. You know, it's organic, it's heavy, you know, powerful, you know, energetic. And I think it's that's really why it worked. You know, there was two ways we could have done it. Like, you know, we thought about it for a while. One way was having a bunch of gas to create a super band, but that would have been a real logistic nightmare. Who was available and who was not, who can go on tour and who was not, blah blah blah. Or you could just have Soulfly play it. You know, I just went with Soulfly. You know, we're all here, we're working on stuff. We just have a new album coming out in August, so it's like let's just concentrate, make this really killer. And we did. I mean, I think like the set now is great. We even have like Why You Sleep, I Destroy Your World from the live record. We added that to the set, which is great. So yeah, man, it's perfect. You know, it's like some nights we'll be playing a little bit of Refuse Resist and Eye for an Eye, which fans love it, of course. You know, so it's good, man. It's a good set, and I like the idea of Soulfly playing the Point Blank. I think that's really cool.
Nice. And you guys always had the awesome album covers right from the very start, from the favorite project you've ever had, but
except to BBQ.
Yeah.
It was the only one I didn't like.
So the new album that's coming out is, what's the recording process that you go through? Is there like actual pro-rigs tool on the bus or a tour? Do you practice?
Nah,
jam?
I wrote at home.
At home?
Yeah. And it was all done before the tour started. So, you know, we just hurry up and try to finish it all we could. So right now it's just being mixed and being mastered and all that. But it's all finished, and it's all done. The music and the vocals all recorded. Everything is done. It's gonna come out in August. It's gonna be good, man. It's a cool, it's an interesting record. It's kind of like it's more political. We have songs about what's going on in America and the Trump, you know, the evil powers, and songs about Navajo murders and stuff like that. So it's really kind of more like a political, like older style, like Chaos AD era type stuff, you know. So it's kind of cool, like it's kind of like political subject back into metal, which I always thought was good when metal got bands talking about this kind of stuff rather than Satan and stuff like that, you know.
Like the old school death metal and stuff.
Yeah, like when you had like, you know, Nailbomb Death. You know, I love From Slaving to Obliteration. I always thought that was a great title for a record, you know, stuff like that.
So Nailbomb it has elements of thrash in there. I do hear kind of like almost like a BRI in there. So was there any kind of influences when you guys were writing it in regards to chord work and stuff?
Yeah, we just listen to a lot of stuff all the time. You know, the riffs is a mix of like a lot of stuff we like Discharge meets old COC, you know, and the crossover, a lot of crossover stuff, SOD. And then we have some songs that was a bit like Fear Factory, like 24 Hours Bullshit, you know, it's kind of like Fear Factory kind of. A lot of Fudge Tunnel riffs from Alex, Sick Life, Cockroaches, which was always great. Kind of like my favorite song almost right now is Wasting Away, which starts Blind and Lost, which is pure punk. The Doom cover Exploitation is great, and Why You Sleep, I Destroy the World. We made a new version. We made it more organic, and it's just awesome. I love playing that every night.
Nice. And after the tour, what's next after this tour? Are you guys going European and then
No, we
try to do the
actually,
launch?
we're actually going to with Nile in America.
Yeah.
We have Soulfly Nile. Let's go from the Nile to the Amazon.
Yeah.
You know,
It's nice.
it's cool. It's like those two bands are real distinct. Soulfly is very tribal, you know, and
Yeah.
Nile is very like the whole death metal Egyptian,
Yep.
you know. So I think it's a cool combination. And after that, it's just a bunch of festivals. I'm gonna work a little bit on Killer BQ, try to write some new stuff for that, and then wait for the Soulfly to come out, which comes out in August. And I'm very, very excited for that, you know. And just keep touring, hopefully. Come back to Canada.
Minus the snow. Yeah.
Minus the snow.
Minus
Yeah.
the snow. So we always end with a famous book or a famous quote that inspired your life. Anything come to mind?
Yeah, I like a lot of quotes. You know, like I'd rather die on my feet than keep living on my knees. That's always a good one. You know, that's probably my favorite. I think that's like a Zapata quote. You know, I always love that one. I love the Nailbomb sampler. The hate is reality. Don't you know God hates? That's awesome. You know, that's perfect for right now.
Nice.
For the world we live in. You know,
Yeah.
world of shit.
Yeah, it is a world of shit. Thanks, man.